Why is it that whenever Western media reports about China, they have to show China in a negative light? Let me show you how easy it is to create these kind of reports. For example, a street like this. If Western media were to report here, they're not going to show it as it is like this. Firstly, they're going to lower the saturation. Then they're going to put a little vignette around the edge of the screen. And then they're going to add some kind of weird, dark, yellowish tone to try and make it look like it's 1960s or something. And then they might even add some kind of sad, mysterious, spooky music. And then they might even put a bit of slow motion on it as well. That's Western media's portrayal of China. Right, so today is Sunday, and every Sunday in this little town, they have a Sunday market. Some turnips there. Ah, what's this? Some baba? Man, this place just never ends. Whoa. All sorts of goodies. Fresh, organic food, by the way. If this was UK media, they're gonna be like, here we are in poverty here, poverty, chaos, misery. There's no food here. People are starving. People are unhappy. There's no fish and chips. There's no sandwiches. There's no bread. They've been forced to eat oranges every day and forced to eat noodles and rice here. And so you can see all these stores here. What the government does is most of these stores are farmers, and they come to the town to sell their products, and the government provides them this area on the street free of charge. No charge, you heard that correct. Free of charge by the government. Look at all this stuff. It's insane. UK media is going to say, all of these people here, they've been forced to work at these stores without any payment, and they've been working on a 24-hour shift around the clock. Now Zhao's just buying a tree. This is sugar cane. Sugar cane, yeah? How do you say sugar cane?
甘蔗.
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 Man, look how much it is. It's like a forest. It's like it looks like bamboo. This was UK media. They're gonna say, here we are. They've literally run out of food. They're now eating trees. Here we are, and I just spoke to this man behind me, and he told me that the Chinese government, they came in the night and they took his hair. Back to you in the studio, BSB News. In general, Chinese people are friendly, you know. From my own experience as a foreigner living in China for 10 years, Chinese people have been nothing but friendly towards me and hospitable. There's a very popular little barbecue stall here. It's like meat on a stick. UK media. Here we are, outside of one of China's struggling food banks. You can see the people here queuing behind me for food. Because there's no more food left in China, there's a food shortage. I just spoke to the chef behind me, and she told me that she wants to change this store into a fish and chip store. But unfortunately, there's no more fish in the sea. Back to you in the studio, BSB News. This place is just huge. Let's take a look at the top of these steps. Whoa. There's a pretty nice stadium. There's someone on the pitch. UK media. Here we are at one of China's largest concentration camps in the country. You can see the bars of terror behind me, imprisoning every single minority in China. I just spoke to one of the detainees over there behind me, and she told me of a life of terror and turmoil inside the camp. She wishes to one day to be able to escape from this camp and to return to a better life here.
Yeah.
I'll cut that part. No matter you're a minority or not, here in China, everyone is treated the same, treated equally. In fact, some of the minorities, they actually get special treatment, better treatment than, say, the Han Chinese. Wow. So this is a dam, is it? That is huge. Wow, so there's only water there that is holding. Look at the colour of that water. It's very, very oyster. If this was UK media. Here we are. Here we are at one of China's crumbling dams. You can see over there that there are many cracks and it is about to crumble, and the amount of pressure is just intensifying, and any second now this dam will burst its banks and it will flood the entire town. BSB News, back to you in the studio. Don't judge China until you've come here and seen it with your own eyes for yourself. And then you can be the judge for yourself. Make your own decision. Here we are. It's a complete war zone. Behind me you can hear the missiles are being fired into the Western world. People are gonna say I've been paid to show these crops and that China's got so much food, you know, because UK media, apparently there's a food shortage. You know? People are gonna say, oh, why you must have been funded by someone to say this. Oh, he doesn't show behind the camera. All his government handlers are watching him, telling him what to say. Let me show you who's behind the camera. It's just Zhao over there. You know what she's doing? She's kicking a rock around. What are you doing? But if this was UK media, they're gonna say, here we are at one of China's rotting farms. The food here and all the crops are decaying at an incredible rate. British YouTubers are being funded to come to these farms, and they're told what to say by their government handlers. Back to you in the studio. BSB News. Look at this place. What's going on here? Looks like some kind of mushroom farm. UK media. Here we are at an illegal hallucinogenic mushroom farm here in China. They're cultivating these mushrooms here to then use against the population of China to brainwash the nation. Back to you in the studio, BSB News. I mean, it's an absolute joke. Some of these articles, I think they're just writing out of their arse. In all of these articles, you'll notice a similar tone. It's this kind of patronizing, superior tone, as if they're looking down on China, you know. No matter what news is coming out of China, they're always going to put a negative little twist on it. They'll never show anything positive. They'll never show the good side of China. I mean, look at this, a tunnel like this. If this was in the West, Europe, America, it's just going to have, there's going to be homeless people, couple of crackheads. Maybe there's some gang waiting here to rob you. Western media. Here we are at one of China's most notoriously dangerous neighborhoods. You can see this underground passageway tunnel behind me. Just a few moments ago, before we started filming, it was teeming with homeless people and gangs. But before we could switch on our cameras, the Chinese government pulled up in a van and bundled them all away. We managed to ask one of the homeless before they were shoved into the back of the van, where indeed are they going? They told us that they're being forced into a labour camp. Back to you in the studio from the Tunnel of Turmoil, BSB News. Now this is a park in Guizhou province, one of the poorest provinces in all of China. And then look at the buildings up there. It looks like futuristic with all the plants growing out of the parking lot. Looks great. There's a lot of development going on in this area. Yeah. There's what it's going to look like when it's finished.
The Western countries always saying that
looks
ghost
pretty
town.
nice.
I mean, like, women ghost town, people buying it already. It's all sold out.
They're all sold out.
Yeah.
UK media. Here we are at one of China's crumbling ghost towns. You can see the empty building behind me. It's been abandoned for almost 10 years. It could fall at any second and crush and kill everyone. There are warning signs everywhere warning you of the building's collapse any second. Just discovered a skate park here. It's got graffiti as well. Let's take a look at this graffiti. Well, that looks like BSB News there. SBS. Smiley face there. What's this? Are you an SB? And a dinosaur. UK media. Here we are at one of China's crumbling neighborhoods. You can see behind me all the graffiti from all the criminal gangs here. These are the markings of gangs. We can see this one here, GOCH, Gangs of China. The crime rate here in this Chinese crumbling city of chaos has gone through the roof. There are more deaths here on a daily basis than there are in the slums of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. We managed to get an interview with one of the residents in this area, but she refused to be on camera in fear for her life. So we blurred our image to protect her identity. Thank you for taking this interview with us.
Huh?
Can you tell us about the crime rate in this area?
你说什么呀？听不懂。听不懂。你是美国人吗？你怎么不戴口罩呀？你的口罩呢？口罩，口罩。你点头干什么？
She pleaded with me to be saved by Western democracy.
Why?
Someone just laid out on the grass there, relaxing in the park. UK media. Here we are in one of China's homeless camps. All of these people, they have nowhere to go, no place to live. They're living here, out in the cold, out on the streets, living in poverty. BSB News correspondent Jason Berger, back to you in the studio. I got an email from BBC, right? They must have seen BSB, they must have watched BSB News. I think I might have hit a nerve at BBC offices, or BSB offices, right? They sent me an email. The name of the email says, "Write to respond." And so obviously you know what that means. It means that they're going to be writing some article. And it was from BBC World News, or World News Online or something. Some journalist or whatever, right? They're going to be writing a hit piece on me again. It's probably going to be like Times article. And actually I want to say thank you to the Times because because ever since that article I just skyrocketed and went past 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. So I want to say thank you to the journalists, to the novelists at the Times who wrote that story. And I want to say a pre-thank you to the person, to BSB News, who's going to be writing this article. I don't know when it's coming out, but keep your eyes open and let me know. Can't wait to have a good laugh at that one. And I don't know if you heard recently about good old Johnny boy, John Sudworth, running away from China. And he fled to, did he go to Taiwan, was it?
Yeah.
He fled to Taiwan. Now let me tell you something. If you are running away, you've got something to hide. There's something going on. There's something wrong. If you've got nothing to hide, then why are you running away? Can you tell me all that, Johnny boy? I mean, come on. I mean, look at this. Clear as day. UK media. Here we are in one of China's computer-generated parks. Everything that you can see in front of me is a virtual reality, augmented reality. Nothing is real. This technology here was stolen from everyone in the world, every country. You can see the technology is so good, you can even touch it. The grass even looks green. It's unbelievable technology. They most definitely stole it from the UK. Back to you in the studio. BSB News. My name's Johnny Noworth. Over here, we have a demolition area. This actually huge parts of the town are being demolished, and this area is being renovated. When the Chinese government comes knocking on your door saying that we need your house, it's going to be demolished, you literally get a massive payday. It's almost like you've won the lottery, basically. But if this was UK media, they're going to be like, here we are in post-apocalyptic China. It's a complete war zone here. It's just chaos. There's rubble everywhere. People were kicked out of their homes during the night. They couldn't even take their belongings. My name's Jason Berger. Back to you in the studio, BSB News. Whoa, look at that. It's like some massive golden spider. Looks like a transformer from the future. Right, now Jao's gonna explain what it is. Can you explain what it is?
I think
It's a what? Hurry up.
kind of like a minority instrument.
Ah, so it's a musical instrument played by minorities?
Oh.
UK media. Here we are at China's top secret nuclear laser beam. You can see in the center there, the laser beam will shoot up into the sky and destroy the Western world. 你是什么民族？
我们是苗族有汉族，
苗族
啊，
苗族不一族。
苗过来照相。
可以啊。The Chinese government is doing the exact opposite of what Western media is saying. Like, for example, a little show you saw there in the square for minorities. They're trying to prolong their traditions and culture so that they are not lost. The complete opposite of what Western media is saying. Western media. Here we are. You can see behind me all of the people here. They were paid actors, and they've only just for the day been let out of their detention camps. Many of these people here were forced to dress up as minorities. And what else can we say? Back to you in the studio, BSB. Oh, sorry, what's that? Oh God. Sorry, what's that? What's that? The UK's still not out of lockdown. They're going into their 9th lockdown? Sorry, can you repeat that? Did you say 9th? What is Boris doing? Got a lot of kids working here. This was UK media. They're gonna be like, here we are with the children being used for slave labor. Oh, you can't move it. Oh, it must be heavy.
Casey, your face is red.
Alright, that's it in this video. And I'm signing off from the sunny streets of China. Signing off. Signing off.